Guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. As you remember on my last video, I did mention that I'd be traveling. So just got back. I know it's been a couple of days. A lot has gone on in those last couple of days that I've been out. The launch of the drip garden was a success. Obviously, there was some price fluctuation with drip. We'll address that here in this video. And then we'll talk about what is coming up next right after the new year. So before I get started, do want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor. You should definitely do your own research and do your own due diligence. If you decide to get in on anything in crypto, period, it means that you can tolerate the risk and you have risk capital. Okay, only put into these platforms and these projects funds you can afford to lose. If you don't, you're going to be an emotional wreck. You're going to be coming to talk to me. And I'm telling you straight up, do your own research, guys. Okay, so that being said, let's jump right into it. As you can see here, since the price of drip has since the launch of the drip garden, excuse me, since the launch of the drip garden, price of drip was at $80 at one point, then it dropped a little bit down, then it kind of came up and down. And I'll be honest with you, during the course of the last couple of days, I've been kind of absent. I haven't been looking at this thing. But when I did take a look at Telegram, I did notice that Forex was, I guess, addressing people that don't know how liquidity works. Let me go to Telegram. He posted this thing right here, and he was talking about liquidity. You can read it yourself. I'm not going to go over it. But essentially, there was people in the Telegram, in the community Telegram, saying, the price of drip was at $80. All of a sudden, it's dropped down. Look, at the end of the day, without getting too technical, like we can talk about liquidity pools and what it means for projects and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, guys, if you've been in drip for a period of time, or if you've been in since the beginning, this was sitting at $20, between $15 to $20 for a long, long time, right? And we were at, if you would look at some of my videos, back when it was at 15, 17, 20 bucks, we were talking about, hey, maybe one day it'll be back over 50, maybe it'll hit 60. And now we're sitting at $57. I know it was at 54 earlier today. I looked, but now we're sitting right now as I'm doing this video, $57. For me, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. It's more than double the price of where it was for a long, long period of time. So I'm good, right? I'm good. I mean, I don't know, what your perspective is. But again, for me, I look at where the price was, I look at where the price is right now, and I look at where it can be down the road, because this is a marathon, guys. This is a long-term project. Because look, at the end of the day, we still have the farm. We still have the farm coming up at the end of the year, or right after the end of the year. And we'll talk about that here in this in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, you can see here, $57. I'm just in this wallet alone, I'm sitting on, a nice amount here. I'm kind of contemplating what I'm going to be doing, if I should add more to the garden, because I did go into the garden. I'm contemplating what I should be doing as far as the farm. So I'm going to give that a little bit of thought now that I'm back from my trip. But yeah, this is looking really, really good, and I'm super bullish. You can see here, this thing is paying out like gangbusters. Nice to come back to a nice little balance right here, right? $60,000 worth of drip. And yeah, this is just getting better and better. You look over here, got a nice little balance right here, and then this one here. This is the team that I'm building right now, guys. If you want to follow me over onto my second account right here, this is the one that I'm going to be doing some special incentives for. Not that I'm forgetting about my first account. Obviously, I'm going to be, rewarding both accounts, people on both accounts. But this one here, I'm going to be doing some other cool stuff, and probably doing more airdrops, because this is the team that I'm going to be focused on. I mean, it's just makes sense, right? But yeah, you can see here, we're, nice little balance we came back to right here. And then the whatchamacallit, the drip garden, just kicking butt. This is doing great, man. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos as we move forward with this. But yeah, this is what's coming up next, just to give you an idea. This is the pre-sale. Now there was a couple of, there was a private sale. There was a, there was a private sale for people that were in the REAP DAO. Then there was a private sale for people, who were in different groups. Now there's going to be a public sale that's going to be happening right at the end of the year, or right after the end of the year. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on some Rev, you might want to get in on this public sale. If you don't, no big deal. You can kind of wait till after. It's going to be, I think there's going to be an opportunity after also, right? I think anytime there's an IDO or some type of coin or token sale, right after it launches or goes live, or when a farm or what have you goes live, there is sort of a price dump. At least that's what we've seen in the past. I don't know if it's going to happen again. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, I think there's going to be an opportunity there as well to pick up some Rev tokens at that point. So whether you get in on the public sale or whether you get in afterwards, it's totally up to you. But there's going to be an opportunity here to jump into these farms early. You see here, this is all set up and ready to go from what I understand. They could have launched this already, but they're just waiting because they want to stagger the launch between the garden and the liberation and the farms. From what I understand, this thing is already and set to launch. I think January 4th is the hard date. I got to double check that, but I think that's, if I recall, that's the date. You can see here, there's opportunities here to farm. I mean, if you're holding some of these tokens anyway in your wallet, you might as well pair them up and start farming. If you're a little bit more conservative, you might want to get into the single token pools. I don't know. Everybody has their own different strategy. But here you can take your Rev that you get during the public sale, put it into the single token pool right here, the safe house they're calling it, and you can earn BUSD. So again, we'll see the APRs of all these different pools and farms when they launch. But yeah, you can take your BUSD that you earn from here, let's say, put it into the drip liberation, get some LP tokens, take those LP tokens and put it in the drip garden, earn more LP tokens on top of that. In addition to that, you have your drip in the faucet, and you're just making, passive income hand over fist, utilizing 3-4 different ways, to earn money with this project. Cake, BTC, Rat BNB, ETH. Like, I'm holding a lot of these tokens anyway. I might just throw them in here. Anyway, this is what's coming up as we get ready to get through these holidays, and at the end of the new year on January 4th, this thing will go live. So I'll do more videos and updates as we move forward. But yeah, I'm back from my trip. Things are going fantastic. Hopefully you guys are set to have a great week. Hopefully you guys are making some gains. I mean, Drip has been killing it now since April. Since April, this thing has been running, and some of you guys still aren't in. I don't know what you're waiting for, but those of you guys that are in, I guess you're pretty happy. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell icon if you haven't already. Also follow me on Telegram. I'll leave links for all of this down below. And again, do your own research. Only put in what you can afford to lose. All right, guys, peace.